Hello? Okay, there's that. Properties on the display. Automatic, ultra wide. Hello? I hear me now. Yay! Okay, there's that. Maybe it's because it's a display and not a game capture. So let's turn you off. Turn you on. Look at you. Yeah. Get over here. Put you back. Now I need you to be above you so that I'm still here. And then I need audio output capture. Yeah. Yes, create new of you so that I'm still here. And then I need, is that right? Audio output capture?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're set.
Yes, create new of you so that I'm still here. And then I
What?
need, okay, what is happening to the Warhammers? Is it
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're set.
Yes, create new
There we go.
so that I'm still here.
I'll have to turn on my controller.
And
That's
then
why.
I need, okay, what is happening to the Warhammers?
It's okay. I think we're set. Yes.
Yes, create new
There we go.
so that I'm still here.
No, you don't have to turn on my controller.
it's plugged in. I don't. Go away settings. I fixed it. No, I fixed it. Yeah, it's charging. There, okay. And it's plugged in. I don't.
I'll see you terminated!
Audio output super bad. Okay. No, I fixed it. Yeah, it's charging. There, okay. And it's plugged in. Can you work, please, controller?
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens.
Oh my gosh, no. I didn't want any. Thank you.
Watches over us.
I don't like Clarence Patch. Stay.
We need to investigate.
I don't like that we have daring male but not daring female. You do bold.
I'll see you terminated!
Reality altering process of work drama. Can you work, please, controller? Oh my gosh, no. Yeah, I think it's this. Thank you. If we're gonna be the full dogmatic, we should be from an imperial world. Though I like this. I think I'm gonna go with Fortress World. Fortress worlds are planets where the entire populace is immersed in warfare. They constantly train for the day that they may be called upon to defend the Imperium. A charge they solemnly uphold. Fortress worlds are established as bulwarks against the enemy. Every citizen is a soldier trained to fight from the moment they can handle a weapon. Yeah, let's do it. Known as the Imperial Guard is the primary fighting force of the Imperium. Commissar. That matches the picture, so it's probably going to be that. Officio Prefectus are ruthless officers charged with maintaining the morale, discipline, and fighting spirit of the Astra Militarum Regiment. He used to be one of those faithful servants of the God Emperor, a living symbol of their imperium authority, regarded with a mix of fear and awe by the Spartans. I think it's that one. This is what I am in my main one. I like this. That's Abelard. Fortress worlds are planets where the entire populace is immersed in warfare. No, we're not nobility. We're not a sanctioned psyker. Defend the Imperium. Arbiters are cool. Charge, they solemnly uphold. Fortress worlds are established as bulwarks against the enemy. Every citizen is a soldier trained to fight from the moment they can handle a weapon. Unbribable keepers of Alexis and Soul. Sacred law of the Imperium, they exact merchants. Any who dare violate the sacred tithe and tribute every Imperium world must pay the same. Public sentencing? Damn. Commissar. I'm gonna go with the Commissar. That matches the picture, so it's probably gonna be that. Officio Perfectus. It makes me bald, though. I don't. Maintaining the morale, discipline, and fighting spirit of the Astra Militarum Regiment. He used to be one of those faithful servants of the God Emperor, a living symbol of their imperial authority. I don't know if I want to be bald. I think it's the arbitrator, just so I can keep my hair. Oh no. Vigilant. For every target, there's a bullet. Your former squad was responsible for eradicating heretics who had defied the Lex Imperialis. He learned to utilize different ammo types best given to a specific situation. Castigator. An arbitrator orders is a voice. None dare protest when you give your voice to the will. Castigate it. What's castigated? Public sentencing? Damn. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna go with the Commissar. It makes me bald, though. I don't. Not gonna lie, even though the model sucks, I still kind of want to do Commissar. Let me see. Because they have the fellowship. I think because we want to be the leader, it has to be Commissar, unfortunately. I can be a bald Commissar, that's fine. You played a key role in exposing conspiracy among your superior officers. Illustrious glory, feat of greatness. Let's do this. So we can have some more coercion. Castigate. Let's castigate. Yeah, we'll do athletics. I can take a hit to athletics. Alright. Okay. I think because we want to be the leader, it has to be Commissar. Okay, that's cool. We can see it. That's fine. Blade dance, death from above, death waltz. Oh, so that's what Cabilia is. Let's see. Illustrious glory, feat of greatness. Let's do this. So we can have some more coercion. I like making Abelard that. Argenta is that. But I can easily go into Master Tactician and she can go Arch Militant. If I go into this, let's go into this and then go into Executioner. Why not? Blade Dancer. Okay, characteristics. Weapon skill, yes. Strength, toughness, yes. Agility double because we're dancing around. And then fellowship to get people to follow us. Okay. Ooh, the Firestorm frigate. Let's do that. Guardian of the Brink? Yeah. Let's go. We're ready. Okay. Let's go. Oh. I could easily go into Master Tactician. She can go Archer. Okay. Lavinia? No. If I go into this. Let's go into this and then go into Executioner. Why not? Okay. Oh no. Kudo. Kudo. Actually, we'll be formal. We'll be Kudalia today. Kudalia von Valancius. Yes. My full formal name instead of my nickname. And then fellowship to get people to follow us. Okay. Okay. Got the chat open. Got OBS working. Got my coffee to wet my whistle after all the reading I'm about to do. It's fine. You could stay there. Press any button. Yeah. Ready. Oh, that's why. Come here. I said I'm ready. Oh, I have to click on that again. Sorry. Alright, cool. Oh, there go the servitors! Go, servitors, go! Yeah, it's me, your commissar.
An excellent place for contemplation.
The man who has
One
approached you
has
is
the
gazing
best
down
view
into
of
the
the
depths of the
cathedral
vast
from
temple
here.
on one of the lower decks.
Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An
Okay,
impeccable
I need to go get my
manifestation
headphones so that I know
of
when
the
they're
God
talking so that I don't
Emperor's
talk over them.
sublivity.
I'll be right back. Okay. Give me my mouse. Where are you hiding? Thank you. Ah, that was scary. Okay. Can I hear now? I would love to be able to hear. Oh, that would be so nice. Oh, no sound is playing yet. That's why. Okay.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with the chance to give their very life for the master of humanity.
Okay, I did not hear any of that. Sorry, I'm having so much scuff, guys. Okay. See if that helped. No. Sorry. Unfortunately, if I'm going to read it, I need to be able to hear when they're talking, so I'm not talking over them. What the heck? Yes. Oh, no. I don't. I want you in my headphones. Please. Oh, I'm gonna flip out. Bite me. Thank you.
Valencias, at your service.
Thank you.
I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Hold your thousand heads and focus us attention on divisional commentary officio perfectus Dogmatic.
My regards, Commissar. Finding you was a difficult task given your parents' fate and your upbringing in the Schola Progenium. Truly, our meeting is an act of providence, is it not?
Hold on now, OBS is doing things I don't want. Let's try that. Valkyr smiles faintly, but you are not sure it is directed at you.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with her ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Yeah. Okay, that was a little too quiet. Put it about there. And try one more time. Okay. Lord Captain, a strange title for the Lady
Such
Theodora.
are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the God Emperor's service, and therefore, it is sacrosanct.
You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencias. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Tell me about the one whose ship I've found myself.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back, especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities. There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
You say I'm one of the Rogue Trader's heirs, so there is another candidate? I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let's address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrat von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Okay.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Yeah! Interactions with objects. A massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood. A resource of incredible value aboard a void ship.
One of the Von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening?
Yikes.
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Feel my wrath!
Fight for your life. Alright, let's go. Damn, dude.
I shall not fear.
Yes,
All
dude.
too easy.
That's super good.
Not a problem.
Okay. So low level, that's all I can do.
Nothing I can do.
Yeah, I have nothing else to put. Yeah, I know how to do this. Thank you. I mean, I have nothing else to do, so I might as well reload over here.
To the heretics!
Why aren't you attacking, my guy?
Already done. All too easy.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan. I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
The Master of Whispers gives you a curt bow. Yeah, get out of here.
A new challenge for me?
Ooh. I'm ready to see Theodora.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Says a man dressed in peculiar garb, his voice tight with tension, his face half of which covered by sin skin is twisted in a grimace of displeasure and disbelief.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
The tall, gray-haired woman pins him with her gaze, her cybernetic eye flashing crimson. We'll just watch. Your first impression of Edelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. Oh, he's got tics. In stark contrast to Edelthard, Theodora von Valancius's features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Edelthrad. Next to the two of them, you see two more men. One is a gray-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate. The other is a behemoth bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manner of weapons.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer.
The dry female voice and the powerful feeling of being watched forcibly look at Theodora. The rogue trader is looking straight at you, and her gaze, like herself, is predatory and oppressive.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Um, I think it's this one. Those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case and if the population of Aeon 6 engages in Xeno worship.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which I understand is still more than you could do, Adelthrath.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Adelthrath bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you another look.
So, why are you here?
Was it not you who sent for me?
You have ceded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness.
Whatever.
Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lick-spittlery, compulsion to please. I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right.
Damn.
I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader.
Whatever, lady.
Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Did I hear correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voigtvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Thank you for clarifying. May I ask my questions now?
I have some time before the Navigator gives the signal to initiate the Void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
The box affixed to Theodora's attire suddenly comes to life, but all you can hear is unintelligible noise. Theodora winces, shuts off the transmission, and gives you an imperious nod. An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
So she doesn't really care.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live. The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers, and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor.
Oh yeah, for the Emperor.
I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
What are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
That's so many.
Take a knee and bow before me. All of you will bleed!
Okay.
Don't touch me!
A tactically sound approach.
Oh, okay, they're weak. They're super weak.
Break their morale! For the glory of the Imperium! Chaos guides me!
Never wavered in the face of adversity. Nothing I can't do.
Yeah.
Suits my purposes. You didn't stand a chance. Nothing I can't do. I am your doom.
That's fine.
That was insulting.
Yep, knew that.
Death to the weak!
Abelard, no! Ooh, Abelard carries the heritage. Theodora.
One
kill
fewer
that
target.
guy. Please, back. Kill him.
Reduced to dust.
Charge into another guy. Kill him.
To the heretics!
Melt us for more. Oh, they're so there? Okay.
Let's see how they respond to this.
I technically have line of sight, but no range. Damn it. Okay.
Absolutely not.
Get it.
For now.
Thank you, Lady Theodora.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. You didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
She looks at the box in her hand. All you can hear is lifeless static. What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Got it.
None shall stand in my way.
Massive metal structure never stops moving for a moment. Light bounces off the orbit, figures, and celestial bodies. Nice. Up there? Nope. No, they're holding the line. I'm guessing they're going this way then. No? Matt! Maybe up that way.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Coonrad Funk here lets out a sigh of relief upon seeing you.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, pull yourself together.
Coonrad pointedly looks away from the Arch-Militant to you.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Mort pulls his box from the belt and hurriedly reports the situation. Oops, I think I skipped what Theodora said.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Don't like that. No organized mutinies. We can't have mutinies at all. Ugh.
Lunatics,
Mutiny, but who would
fools,
attempt a mutiny?
heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious thoughts and warp-induced delusions could have tainted any one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are inescapable. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
Uh-oh.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate
Oops. I didn't do that.
Class and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
Kudalia. Theodore glances at you thoughtfully.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Okay. Yep. That's not a
Then
setup at
it's
all.
settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come.
You're pretty rude, lady.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I shall make do. Lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Something hits you hard with a sharp crackle and you are consumed by unbearable gut-wrenching pain. Yeah, I saw that coming. Asshole. I promised you a special destiny, Kutalia. It is time to fulfill it. Rude!
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Valkyrie, you two-faced scum! You are the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself.
Gross.
We are in the anteroom of the Warrant Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
What is it, Israel? Blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, fond, let's
Odysseus.
The Sentinel refused to submit to me.
But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
What sorry pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy, you sore and wretched piece of rocks shit?
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness, Theodora's cur? Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind.
Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Von Valancius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods.
And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
Good, we got him some monologue about it. The blade flashes in the dim light and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment you feel nauseous. Your head spinning and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a single urge. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence forcing you onto your feet and making you take a step towards the gate, leaving you in the center of the chamber. In the gateway, you see a cogitator with human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns his head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two emperor-like irises. Examine the device. Tech, you succeeded. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some kind of which you are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. The servitor on the gate begins to move. The screeching and groaning of metal leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The pin screen on the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Bonnier wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their swords poised themselves into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. The sentinel's jaw clamps around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the server's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the server motors start up and becomes stirred in motion. The vid screen on the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the sentinel, the cogitator? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes, I do require assistance. Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to put you in a real world.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Follow my lead.
Let it be known that by my will and the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the worm trade and bestow upon them, their dynasty, the great mission. To be the paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to walk free from the curse of darkness, and to unite and reclaim what was lost. To triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns. I missed the last line. It's okay.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
I need a weapon.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
The servo skull goes silent, its relays clicking. Second after second passes and you realize that the server skull will not answer you.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I'm trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Lead me away from
Middle
here.
and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the Warren Chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Okay,
I won't tolerate weakness.
out of here. Thank you, robots. Still red hot from the gunfire, the engines of death froze as they finished off the heretics that had infiltrated the sanctum of the void ship. Oh, okay, there.
Run, fools, or fall!
Yeah! Absalom!
Mistress? What? Whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this?
Seneschal Abelard Wesserin has lost some of his former polish. His forehead is sweating and none of the sleeves on his coat. One of the sleeves on his coat is torn and soaked through with blood. Nonetheless, despite his heavy breathing, he stands firm and his gaze is demanding, albeit somewhat surprised. He surveys the carnage around him, his brow furrows, and he places a hand on his weapon. Kunrad Voigtveer is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
What? He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of the plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Mistress, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Abelard clutches his forehead. He looks lost for a brief moments, but then quickly finds his resolve again. Fear openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saint's blood! Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, mistress. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster.
Yeah.
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Yeah! Treating injuries, wounds.
They say a little bit of humility never hurt anyone. I help others better themselves by wholeheartedly humiliating them at every step.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, double sword. Super suit. Medkits go down here. That's fine.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
You are injured. I must dress your wounds before we go any further.
Nah.
It's for the weak.
Okay. But it wouldn't let me equip them.
You are injured. I must dress your wounds before we go any further.
Maybe because Abelard has to. And he has it. So do it.
You are injured.
Oh my goodness.
I must dress your wounds before we go any further.
I should have read that. Okay. Oh, that?
I'm always ready.
Okay, how do I accept it? Do I just need to talk to him? Because he's not talking to me.
We must act.
Look no further. You are injured.
What?
I must dress your wounds.
A new challenge for
I
me.
am at your service.
We shall prevail.
Okay. Character. Administering the treatment makes a Medicaid test. Remove one old injury.
I tire of idleness. Let's move.
You are injured. I must dress your wounds before we go any further.
Okay,
I'm
how do I do
always-
that?
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes they...
Back into the
Yay,
fray.
we did it.
You are injured. That is a noticeable improvement. Now the lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on.
That's not good.
But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
What exactly has gone wrong?
I am no helmsman. Oh, God Emperor preserve me, navigator. However, I have spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well.
That's cool.
It could be that the Gellerfield has faltered. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the warp. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
For the Imperium and humanity, lead the way,
Come.
Shaw.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Venerate the Dark God! A suitable sacrifice?
Annihilate them!
Your Emperor won't save you!
Okay, I'm gonna take a brief break, the briefest of breaks, and I will be right back. More coffee! my mic a bit. Maybe we're just gonna. I'm all the way up for when it gets loud. So we need to turn you down a tiny smidge more. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. Avalon. You gotta deal with these people, man. I think my turn's gonna be first. So I think it's okay to leave her in the open for now. I'm gonna try it. Yes, combat availability differ, I know. Yeah, first. Let's go. We're going to that, and we're going to move here. Where do you know? Going to okay. Great.
Suits my opposing me was your biggest mistake.
I think that's all we can do because we're like level 2 now. And switch weapons to the Hi, Georgie. You can stay up here. I'm gonna go get this box quality. Yes, I will. I know how great Kevlar is.
Indeed.
Charge in, Abelard.
At your beck and call.
Terry.
I will do my part. Took care of this one.
Okay.
I serve the ruinous powers!
Yeah, get in here. Pile in.
Death to non-believers! Ah! Out of my way!
Brace yourself, Abelard.
You shot your own people. Ooh. Okay. So we need to move it somewhere else, but unfortunately it doesn't look like that's gonna be possible yet. So we're gonna do that.
Nothing I think.
Okay. Yay, look at them. All together.
It will be done.
Like, wow. Three-way parry. All three. You gotta be kidding me.
At your beck and call.
No, Gordy. No.
Chaos guides me!
Okay, yeah, I gotta get in this box.
I've
'cause
suffered
he
worse.
To be next to me while I play myself.
Just a minor setback.
Box.
Chaos guides me!
Not a problem for me. Nothing of value has been lost.
Victory is imminent. Reduced to dust.
Steve Perry times 2. That hater.
Forge ahead!
Come on, Abelard, we're gonna do the two-sided cleave.
Oh, you didn't stand a chance.
Another one.
Nothing of value has been lost.
Oh, finally a level
We
up.
shall prevail.
Blade dancer. Athletics, please. Oh, no. Oh, I guess that's it. We just get athletics on level 2. Abelard. You can also get athletics.
None shall stand in my way.
Squish me with your tail because I'm not aggressively petting you anymore. Yes, I know how to collect loot. In case you've never played a video game ever, I'm telling you how to collect loot, guys. And also, what's really cool is if you miss anything, they will ask you when you leave if you want to loot everything that you missed on the map. It's really nice. Navigator Sanctum, yeah. See?
I hear it. Here, on the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Abelard grumbles, dusts himself off with grips is what we get.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abela, how they sing.
That's not creepy.
This is Idiratlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
My volume a bit more, still? Give me a sec here. I don't think I can increase my personal volume, but I can decrease the desktop volume. And maybe that'll help. Okay.
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now,
With this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are Von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Adira turns her head to you, her vacant eyes flaring like embers.
Officers frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officers' deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officers' deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
You hear a few clicks from the relays on the servo skull, which has followed you all the way here, and Theodora's scrambled words give way to a voice vaguely familiar to you.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
We must see if the navigator is well.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Yay!
Victory awaits!
Not that door, okay. Hurry, destroy the field, don't keep our master waiting!
Death will find you soon enough! Let the blood flow!
No, Adira is going to be in cover. Abelard, you can be up there. Kudo, go over here, and we'll start. Yep.
Will do. Was that you? Or...
See, both are going to impact the veil, it looks like. This is going to impact it way less, though. Okay. Yeah. I already know.
Suits my purposes. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Hold on. Oh, my ears are ringing.
Abelard? We'll have you go to kill this one first, and then we'll try to charge you into the next one. No, I want you here. Yeah. We need more room to charge.
Indeed. One fewer target.
Perfect. Perfect.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
Just attack Adira. Everyone else will have a turn, so we don't need to worsen the warp.
Not a problem. There's nowhere to hide. Suits my purpose.
Got him. Vespiadas, the creature in the chair, appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink, parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the two dark gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, and the two ordinary eyes as well as the third one that sits in the center of its forehead.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Adira, what's wrong with him?
Wounded. Exhausted. Fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Your time is short.
The navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the closed lid of the third eye and down his face, leaving behind a black trail. The voice coming from the Vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. The voice is coming from the Vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. Are you alright? Suddenly, the navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward and falls back into the seat, then thrusts forward again as its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated but leans as far forward as he can. His layered raiment... game music! How about now? Yikes. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated but leans as far forward as he can, his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming two hideous, screaming mouth-like pits.
It came from beyond! His body is not his!
No! Adira's scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator succumbing to the paradoxisms of corruption.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling. But then his fit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a stream, mixed with the blood coming out of his nose, and there is a purplish swelling around the eye. Ew!
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
I want to help you. Tell me how.
The sanctum will be sealed. I will hold it off. Hold on. And wait for the signal from the Master Helmsman. Then I will commence the translation. So, run.
Yeah, we don't have time to ask all these questions. Navigator's still barely alive. Is still alive, but barely. What do we do now?
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Okay.
Vespaidas, good luck. And thank you.
The navigator does not give her response. Black tears mixed with the blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the box at the base of the chair is bellowing out static intersped with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. Yeah, we gotta go.
It's about time.
Map. Oh, geez. So much loot in there. Did it just get all of it? Yeah, it did. Okay, good. Let's go. Officer's deck, let's go! Yeah, we gotta go. Okay, game volume is back. Awesome. No!
Ship's as good as ours. It's all over for you.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Ah, Lady Argenta.
Somebody shoot this bug.
Shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
Yeah!
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
Yay, they're making the signs of the Aquila! I love it. The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hand, and for a brief moment it seems she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
The Seneschal's voice seems to bring the warrior out of her battle trance.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
The young woman called Argenta lowers her weapons and scans your small party with an intense gaze. Then she sets her sight on you. Kudalia von Valancius, the Lord Captain's heir.
The hour is dark and daunting. Ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the arch-enemy's hunger.
I will do what I must to halt the advance of the Dark Forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Argenta gives you another stern appraisal. You catch something strange in the dark depths of her eyes. Some internal struggle or a wordless question. In the end, however, she nods.
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelthrath the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
Do not even think to insinuate that I am one of the traitors. I will not let such an affront slide.
That answer does you credit. Only the truly righteous would be so provoked by the accusation of heresy.
Yeah! I know how to do this.
I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic!
What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard a rogue trader ship? Your orders serve the ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Enough
yeah, that's
idle
fair.
chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
We must get to the main hall of
Through
the
this
deck.
door, I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Yeah.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Okay, now they want us to start equipping stuff. Inventory! Oops.
I'm always ready.
Let's see if we have anything. Nope. We have nothing of the sort. Just weapons. Sword Mars pattern. Sword Mizoa pattern is 1 extra damage. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's give her a las pistol in the other hand. No medkits, that's fine. Back to inventory.
Let's move.
We gotta switch. Abelard, you have a sword. We can give you the scrappy autogun in the other hand, why not? No, that's a two-handed? Okay. So, Sword Mars pattern. We'll give you the scrappy autogun in the other hand. I think that one should be in your main hand, and you should take it off. No, can't take it off. So he has an axe in the other hand for style, just for style points, guys. Staff. I know I got a new staff. This is arc lightning 4 to 8 damage. Arc lightning 4 to 8 damage. Same. Okay. She has a gun. Argenta has 2 guns. Give her a chainsword for up close, but she's not really going to use it. And we're good.
A new challenge for me.
Okay. Map, where are we going? Down that way. Goods. Gimme. This door's not going to open. Attack enforcer, crew member, overseer, door. Good. Argenta, you can stay there, that's fine. Adira, be on the other side. Abelard up front on that side. Dahlia up front on this side. All good. Expert with burst ranged weapons. Hell yeah, run and gun. Okay. So they want Argenta to move up here. Let's do Furious Recital. First shot.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Perfect. Run and gun.
Without deeds is worthless.
Gonna run over here.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. I'll
Shoot.
do it. Dedicated.
Perfect. More coming. Okay, Argenta, you're all good. Adira.
On it.
Buff Kudalia.
Was that you? Or
Yeah.
anything else?
Come on then, heretic assailant. Mm-hmm.
Already? Nothing of value has been lost.
Ah, that's fine. Okay, Abelard, go take care of that guy.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
I'm sure you have, Abelard.
I will do, thank you. At your beck and call.
Then
Crush the feeble.
Death to the weak.
haha, you missed. Okay, Argenta. Get up there.
As the Emperor commands.
Fortunately, we can't shoot through Abelard, so let's reload and pass. Adira, go ahead and move up.
What is this foreboding?
Go ahead and analyze enemies.
But of course.
Forewarning on Abelard.
Not the Scryer's job.
Fine. Argenta. Nope.
Will do.
Can we give more? No, it doesn't stack. Okay. Let's do the lightning attack. Oh, it's gonna hurt other people. Okay. Psychic stream it is.
On it.
Okay, go here. Time to kill this guy.
Suits my. You didn't stand a chance.
Hell yeah. Okay. Abelard.
Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
Yeah.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Good job, Abelard. Argenta, now you should be able to, do this.
Strike is a prayer. Eradicated.
Hell yeah. Then run and gun. Let's go over here.
Guided by faith.
And yeah. Damn, Argenta, that was terrible.
I know what is to come.
The exploit. Give Abelard some parry. And scream at this heretic.
Farewell.
Yeah, get out of here, heretic. Yay, we did it!
None
Okay.
shall stand in my way.
Take all their shit. Gimme. Looks like we got it all. Check the map. Nope, we did not get it all.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Yeah, there's something here. Give me the goods. Either one. I was gonna say, I do not care which of these two that I collect.
Doubt is for the weak.
Thank you. A key. Ooh. Awesome.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Ooh, more goods. On the table. Gimme. Tech use.
Open. The damned heretics have blocked the door, trembling at the thought of our approach.
Yeah, Argenta, please do.
A melter charge will help. There's probably one around here somewhere.
Need a melter charge. Okay. Map. There's still two. Here we go. Ah! Gimme! Okay.
It's about time.
Okay, I found everything now. Nope. What are the odds that I accidentally put it into the cargo? Nope, that's not what I want. Huh.
Follow my lead.
Okay, let's check the map and see if there's anywhere else we can go. Yeah, there's other places we can go. Let's go. Okay, this way is cut off. Let's check the map. That's where Argenta came through. The store is cracked open now, but it is still blocked. Oh, here we go. Here's another door to open.
I did fine.
Yep.
Victory
I know how
awaits.
rolling skills works.
Done.
It's in this smaller door. Yeah, report.
I
Restore
rise to the
power
occasion.
supply. Sorry, just making sure that none of these are melta bombs or something. Yeah, there they are, melta charges. Perfect. We did it, guys. Argenta, blow up this door.
Duty prevails.
Yay, level up.
We must act.
Yes, death from above, please. Hell yeah. Yeah, endure is a great one. Thank you. Adira, operative, expose weakness, great one. And soldier, revel in slaughter, yes please. Perfect.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Ooh, this is completely blocked off. But give me these goods.
Excellence matters.
Ooh. No, I didn't say that. At least I didn't mean to say that.
Halt! I noticed something.
Okay. Found more goods. Ah! Ooh, I think this is our first, yeah, big choice, major choice. What is this? Did they shoot us something? The roar of flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting, and then you see a figure walk out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Valancius.
Are you lost, my heir?
Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword. The other is raised in an inviting gesture.
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Argenta goes still as a statue and then slowly raises her weapon.
Sister, you will lower your weapon.
Despite his
The Lord Captain is outrageous.
Despite his commanding tone, Abelard does not sound too confident. He is staring at the rogue trader, and you notice a muscle in his cheek is twitching. This is impossible.
I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible. For your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you. That power over reality. I can lead you out of these flames,
Theodora, Theodora watches you without blinking. Her snake-like gaze almost makes you forget about the fire searing you, leaving burns on your skin. Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer, and that answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. There is naught but his light in your heart. If you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Abelard looks back at the coughing and confused people around you. Over the roaring flames you hear distant sounds, frightened voices, screams muffled and distorted, as if there were a body of water between you and them.
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Edel. What are we waiting for?
The Emperor will guide the righteous on their path. Thousands of needles pierce your consciousness, but they are powerless to stop you. You take a step forward and the illusion breaks. A wave of excruciating pain crashes over you and Theodora's voice fades into the firestorm. You hear the voices of your companions calling you from behind and the screams of the weak dying in the inescapable blaze. The blinding inferno, the harrowing pyre, the all-consuming storm releases you as you step out, barely able to stay on your feet. The blood is pounding in your ears, drowning out the world around you. Your eyes, caked in soot and burnt eyelashes, refuse to open. Free from the flames, you take 2 more steps before collapsing to your knees. The rush of blood in your temples and the horrible pain all of your scorched body cloud your mind, before suddenly retreating as if driven away by some mighty will. A new strength spreads throughout your veins, and despite the wounds, your body is once more ready for trials and struggle. You open your eyes and see a glow with warm light before you, the Aquila, the sacred symbol of the Imperium. The next moment, you are struck with another realization. The repulsive presence, the one that has plagued your mind since Votvier wounded you, is gone. The fire seems to have burned the entity away without a trace. That's cool.
Mistress, can you hear me?
A familiar voice cuts through the din and pounding.
Which is more than I was expecting after what you just did.
Seneschal Abelard Veserin is leaning over you, peering into your face with a look of worry. He notes your gaze and breathes a sigh of relief.
Praise the Emperor. We passed through the flames. How can this be anything but a portent? For so it is said that the Emperor will bless the worthiest and most steadfast in their faith.
Argenta kneels next to you, and for the first time you see her eyes radiate pure, unclouded joy. Behind Argenta, you see Adira Tlas doubled over in a fit of nausea. The rest of the people who are following you have withered away in the fire that continues to rage a mere 2 steps away from you. The Emperor protects Seneschal.
Indeed he does. Huh. If I hadn't seen it myself, I never would have believed.
Your tone renders Abelard motionless, and he quickly makes the holy sign of the Aquila himself.
What happened to Lady Theodora? Did she follow us?
No.
There was no Theodora, witch. There was an illusion, a temptation, a foul taint that tried to lead us astray. But she perceived its true nature.
Yeah.
Is that right, Adepta Sanctimonious? What? We'll just pretend like we didn't see the Lord's Captain standing there in the fire? Abelard, you tell her.
Whatever it was, it matters no longer. Your conduct is bordering on madness, or holiness. A path opened behind you, where one moment there was fire, the next only smoldering embers remain. But what am I saying? My eyes must have deceived me. Too much smoke for my lungs. Truly, would you have received wounds like these if there had been no fire?
The wounds are merely a sign of a trial laudably passed. It is something to be proud of, the same as decorations or badges of honor.
Magenta herself sounds proud, even fervid. No element holds power over the righteous. Even if you were anticipating another wave of pain, it does not come. Your muscles feel strong and your limbs obey you without fail, and yet deep inside, somewhere next to your heart and stomach, you feel a certain tension akin to that of a taut string. You are at your limit, be it adrenaline or the strength of your faith, it will not carry you much farther.
Do my eyes deceive me? I could swear that I just witnessed you step out of a pillar of fire with the rest following in your wake.
Edelthrad von Valancius stares at you without trying to hide his astonishment and trepidation. I hurried here to join forces with you and the others. It is time to push the heretics back.
Indeed it is. Your wounds.
Edelthrad makes the sign of the Aquila and gives you another look, this time one of concern. Edelthrad does not seem to have changed since you first met, but only at first glance. His face has taken on a strange hue. The skin at his temples appears scaled, and his voice has now an uncanny screeching quality. There is not traces of fatigue and stress. The Psyker's body has begun to mutate, a consequence of constant contact with the warp. My faith will keep me upright with a weapon in my hand. That is all that matters.
Pray, forgive my insistence. I shall not be the one to doubt the faith of she who has passed the trial by fire.
Yay, I have like a sister title now.
I have gathered everyone who answered the Vox call and was able to hold a weapon. Yet I do not see the Lord Captain or her arch-militant in our midst. We are still receiving messages in her voice, but she is not responding to direct requests. I last saw Lady Theodora on the observation platform. When did you and she part ways?
It was at this very elevator, Master Edelthrad. The Lord Captain, accompanied by the Arch-Militant, headed to her chambers to retrieve an item of particular import. After that, all we heard from her were Vox broadcasts.
Yep.
This is troubling, and the timing is inopportune. I'm still receiving fragmentary reports from the breach. Kunrad Voigtveer was spotted there, and even what scant intelligence on his activities I have reminds me of descriptions of sorcerous rituals. If that traitor has resorted to witchcraft, we must stop him at once.
I am ready for the assault on the bridge.
No, you most certainly are not. You can barely stand upright after what happened. It is best that we go to retrieve Lady Theodora and let Edelthrad commence the attack on Voigtveer.
Something in the Seneschal's voice gives you the impression that his primary goal is ensuring Theodora's safety, not yours.
A reasonable approach. Take your escort with you. You may be waylaid. Once you have found the Lord Captain, you must beg her to go to the bridge and lead the counterattack. The rogue trader's appearance is sure to fill the defenders' hearts with hope, however frightened or exhausted they may be. Until next we meet, may the Emperor bless your deeds. I shall see you on the field of battle.
Any challenge for me? What is that?
Goods. Oh, thank you.
Pay attention.
Map. Oh, is there just loot in there? Okay. No, that's the Lord Captain's quarters. Adelar's just impatient, or Abelar's just impatient to go. Must save my lady. plasma conduits blaze with energy capsule powering a vast forge ship. Okay. Lord Captain's quarters! Let's go! Uh-oh. She's dead!
None shall stand in my way.
The murder scene looks like something caught. Oops. Theodore von Valancius's body is sprawled on the large, blood-drenched desk. The arch-militant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Adira's heart-rending scream shakes the walls. She collapses to her knees, her body shuddering as she weeps.
Lord Captain. Who would even dare?
Georgie, get down. Now.
Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
I doubt it. Voidsphere wished humiliation and suffering upon Theodore, not a swift death.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here. And he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
Okay. Examine Theodora's body. You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue trader's life was an auto pistol shot, an extraordinarily accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced in life. Something on the floor catches your eye, a heap of blood-splattered parchment and scroll that must have fallen off the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else. Small shards of glass scattered on the floor. Adira, would you try touching Theodora? You might be able to see the killer through her eyes.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in a warp.
Adira, what do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces, drawing closer. Lady Theodora, and Conrad, and what is that? Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure.
Tainted witchcraft.
Yep, examine the Arch-Militant's body. An auto pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety on the Archmilitant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he. Inspect the papers. Reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that is starkly different from the rest. It is a handwritten letter signed with the initials XC and a seal with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you and sends a shiver down your spine. The author of this letter, addressed to Theodore von Valancius, signed it with the seal of one of the holy ordos of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, xenos, and other enemies of humanity. It is difficult to say what exactly was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that is as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent. It is as if they have been submerged in promethium.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
We best be on our way.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
Okay.
It's about time.
I didn't pick up the shard this time, so I didn't get the option to discard it like I did before. I guess now Idira's keeping it. That's an interesting development.
The Emperor is with us!
The Masters demand your death!
Okay, we're just gonna go right here and do the dance immediately. Oh, we can't. Path is blocked? Okay. Argenta, you can move there. Perfect. Okay. That's cool. Abelard, charge in. Get him. Then we'll do this. And this. And now our regular attack on this one. Hell yeah. Kudalia, go right in the middle here, actually. Go ahead and use this.
Easy.
And then this.
Nothing of value has been lost.
Hell yeah. And then we're gonna sweep this way.
Nothing I can't do.
Perfect. Then we're gonna jump attack. Let's go behind him. Perfect.
Biggest mistake.
Another death from above? Sure.
Not a problem for me.
Why not? Argenta, go ahead and move up.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Go ahead and Furious Recital. And shoot. First shot. Let's go. Run and gun. But we're not gonna run, we're just gonna gun. First shot, go.
As the Emperor commands,
Miss. Oh well. Adira! Expose weakness. Well, analyze enemy, expose weakness. Forewarning on Kudalia.
Will do.
And then, oh, we're out of action points? Oh, we need 2 for our spell stuff. Okay. Well, then let's just move up. Move up over there, not there. Yeah, move up over here.
There is movement in the Empyrean. Anything else?
That's fine.
Shoots me.
Haha. Okay, Abelard. Charge in.
Target well struck. Indeed.
Endure. And attack. Perfect. And Kudo, move in between
Never
these two.
wavered in the face of adversity.
Use our blade dance.
You didn't stand a chance.
Perfect. And then jump.
All too easy.
Perfect. Attack.
Nothing I can watch and learn.
Jump.
Already done.
Attack. Okay, this is ridiculous. Jump.
Not a problem for you.
Oh, no more attacks. Okay. I was gonna say, how many are they gonna give me? Okay, attack. Argenta, I would like you to not hit Abelard, so let's just do a single shot.
I'll do it. You can escape the Emperor's
Perfect.
judgment.
Beautiful.
Join me in
And then
proving you
everybody
I'm
gets the level.
always ready.
Blade Dancer gets Death Waltz. Dang! Okay. Ooh. Okay. I like this one. I like rising tempo. Continually increasing my attack seems deadly. Okay. Abelard. Daring breach, perfect. Um. Okay. Um. Let's do Epicenter of Slaughter. Adira. Enemies that become targets of the Psyker's psychic powers gain stacking. Every 6 use psychic powers, all enemies gain stacking. I think I like pain channeling. I like that the excess damage will keep going. And last, Argenta. Yep, firearm mastery. Cover efficiency, definitely.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Check the map. Okay. Void Ship Bridge, let's go.
The first sacrifice opens the eye. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
You are here. But where is the Lord Captain?
Yeah. She's not joining us.
The rogue traitor is dead. The ship has lost her Lord Captain, and the house its head. No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the Warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
Not yet, he hasn't.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
The ship can still be steered out of the warp, but we must first restore communication between the bridge and the navigator's lift.
No right to bow our heads.
Yeah. We gotta go. You can see Kunrad Vodgear clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to have pearlescent glimmer to them.
We are out of time.
Vodgear, you duplicitous cur! The rogue traitor's death will be avenged! Edelthred bites his knuckle, desperately thinking. You see a wave ripple across the whites of Edelthred's eyes and then begins to turn a sickly yellow.
What? Theodora is dead. No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you, see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm. And farewell.
Edelthred, don't!
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Uh-oh. No, Edelthred! No, thank you.
Run, fools, or fall!
Adira, get back behind cover. Okay. Yep.
Suits my purposes. Alt, there's nowhere to hide. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes. Already done. Nothing of value has been lost.
You know, this is pretty crazy. Heroic axe, yay! Well, let me do it. It's not letting me do it right now. That's fine.
All too easy.
Okay. We'll just have to wait till next turn. Alright, Argenta. Let's go over here. Do you still have line of sight? Yes, you do.
Rejoice in battle.
Oh, you see someone way over there. I see. Not what I wanted to do,
Faith
but...
without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor...
I'm glad the Chaos spawn is so big.
I'll do it. Power resides in the will of the righteous. Doubt is for the weak is why I was chosen. I'll do it.
Yeah, 4 extra shots. Perfect. Adira.
What? Was that you? Or... will do.
No line of sight to you. We could scream at you, or we could lightning you, but that would hurt Kudo. So let's just scream at you.
Be calm. I'll live another day.
Ow. Okay, Abelard.
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
Yep, charge in there and hit him. Perfect, good job.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Just a minor setback.
Perfect. Thank you for going for Abelard.
You won't fell me.
She's in shock, so it skipped her turn. That's okay. No, we gotta move closer for that now.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Perfect.
Faith without
Okay. Azira. Will you have line of sight if you move here? No. So let's just move up.
We discern the future on the battlefield. I'm not so sure.
Let's use this on
What can
Abelard.
do?
No?
Anything is. But of course.
Expose weakness, yes.
Will do.
And then we have our special dismantling attack.
Not this Scryer's draw.
Nope, okay. What's the other one? Maybe because I have to be closer. Damn it. Okay. Lame. First, let's do this. Let's attack.
I will do my duty.
Let's do Daring Breach. Let's attack again. Okay, cool. He ate that other guy. So now it's just the Chaos Spawn. Okay.
It will be done. Indeed.
Abelard, I need you to stay in with him so that he doesn't attack Kudo again. Perfect. Ah, no!
Hey, it cleanses the body.
Okay. Nope, I need to reload. I'll save my running gun for next turn.
Mocking me. On it. Anything else?
Damn.
Time to prove my mettle.
As the Emperor commands. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands,
My prescience has failed me. Was that you? Or will do.
Blessed are those who sacrifice for the Imperium.
Damn, dude, we're getting beat. Okay.
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
Anything else?
Please kill him, Adira. Oh my god.
Another voice to join my choir. Stop it! On it. Was that you? Or
Jesus, that was so close. Oh my god. Down to the fucking wire.
victory awaits. My whispers crave entertainment.
Okay, operative. We need perception up. Okay. I like that. Yeah, flawless plan. 2 AP whenever we dodge 9 times. Cool. Okay, Argenta. Definitely ballistic skill. Yes, rapid reload, please. Oh my gosh, costing 3 AP is ridiculous. That was so expensive. Warrior. Yeah, defensive maneuvers. When the warrior takes damage, they gain plus 11 dodge. 11% dodge stacks up to 3 times and resets after a successful dodge, which means that dodges would be happening more often for Adira to get more AP. Weapon skill, please. Ah, my injuries. Ouch. Blade Dancer. Don't like that. Never stop shooting equal to half minimal damage of the most damaging ranged weapon they use this round. Hell yeah, spare magazine. Fortress World characters first reload in combat cost 0 AP, and reloading a weapon grants an additional 10 stacks of never stop shooting. That sounds awesome. Let's increase your agility, because you're running around as the Blade Dancer. And yeah, level 5, everybody.
A new challenge for me.
Hell yeah. I'm Dogmatic, so let's put that on. Let's do that. Yep. I like that. Okay. That's you. 5% armor for you. No, you don't need tech gloves. You're not an iconoclast. Yeah, you can have the logic. You could have the tech use for now. Okay, and last but not least, no, Argenta.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
Follow my lead.
That's a beautiful dream, Argenta. So glad you shared that with me. Now, dude. Heinrich Montag.
Yeah. He's dead. He sacrificed himself to save the entire dynasty.
Old
Yikes.
man, he was never going to make it.
He was mutating right in front of us. You just ended his suffering sooner.
Truth.
Join me in prayer.
We
shall prevail.
Rover, Master Helmsman, systems status report.
Yeah.
By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal. Living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry. We'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
We need to re-establish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. It's our only chance of escaping from the warp. Your ward seemed to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the servitors buckling under stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking.
Restore the Fox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
He directs your attentions upward to the throne that sits at the apex of the tall staircase. I am ready. Begin the ritual. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents, invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire, the other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears, and this voice booms with all the horrors of the warp.
Mortal, who are you to oppose the very flows of fate? It matters not. Your footfalls are an echo of the sand pouring between the scales.
The vision lowers its head. Sorry. The vision lowers its head, its harrowing gaze boring into you, but for a moment something changes in Theodora's expression. It almost looks like a shadow of fear. I have already resisted the temptation of the warp once. Whatever you are, you will not cloud my mind with an illusion.
Resisting the inevitable means only that realization and submission will bring greater torment. There is no power that can hinder the flows of fate.
The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Your head begins to spin and viscous drops slither down your cheeks. You blink and you are no longer looking at Theodora. It is the traitor Vochvir, just as fluid and ephemeral as the previous apparition. The same terrifying voice seethes from his lips.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of
Big
elusive
stretch.
possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
A cavalcade of hazy glimpses of a future yet unknown passes before your eyes. A flash of crimson, purple, the images replace one another in a violent kaleidoscope without ever letting you get a proper look at them. Through the rippling mirage, you see a twisted image of Abelard, the loyal seneschal of the dynasty. Hi,
Seneschal.
Floopers.
The Navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
The Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you, with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow, that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty.
It takes time for Abelard to respond. You watch as he grits his teeth, unable to bring himself to say anything. Finally, he adjusts his blood-stained coat, straightens, and begins to speak.
By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision, it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the Warrant of Trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lady. It is because of her toils that we all still live.
Yeah!
The deed is done, mistress. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
Yeah.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained, for the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. To hang the ancestral banners once again, and exact vengeance on the enemies of House von Valancius and humanity.
Hell yeah! Ba, ba. Ba. Deep shadows of weariness can be seen on Abelard's face, though the old officer's eyes are keen. They rake over you from head to toe. He frowns, mutters something, then nods to himself. Well then, your ladyship. You had us worried for a few hours there. Abelard offers a thin smile. But after witnessing you fearlessly rush into the fray on deck, the only thing that surprises me is how long you stayed on your feet. Your strength only left you once the fighting was all over. Such fortitude is most admirable in a Lord Captain. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts had to be filled by the deputy, while others go unfilled entirely. And now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. What is on the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I am still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort, even so far as personally negotiating with the authorities of the system you are currently in. So prepare to take a bevy of complaints and excuses, your ladyship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they turn in what will have the honor of beholding the visage of their lord captain. Have you succeeded in tracking down Voitvir? No, Lord Captain. In all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him and any mutineers. Excuse me, who may still be sulking in the ship's many corridors, but frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now 1 shuttle short. I'm afraid that it will be some time before he answers for all that he has wrought. I'm ready to start the briefing. Summon the officers. A dozen pair of eyes bore into you, the expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention, officers! You have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Kudolia von Valancius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Perhaps you would introduce those present, Abelard. As you wish, your ladyship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Vigdis Sori Otta of the Toliman line, our new Voxmaster. It is an honor to serve your ladyship. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. You're my secretary. Beside her is Rava, the master helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or pirate trap. The bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin, large dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face gives a sullen nod. Hey, Lord Captain. This here ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our High Factorum Generous Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and general materials well-being of the ship. Generous Danrock, dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavy-set man with oiled hair offers an obsequious smile and bows. There. It is an honor, your ladyship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for artillery abroad. The Infernus Master, whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship. And lastly, the Drive Master, servant of the Omnissiah. The 3 officers salute you, and the Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drive Master offers a salute resembling a dance, involving a complicated manipulation of all the tech priest mechadendrites. Thank you, Abelard. Greetings to you all. I serve at your pleasure, Lord Captain. I wish to hear the Infernus Master's report. Yes, Lord Captain. I can report that all fires across all decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment in terms of material losses and crew tech casualties has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal in the High Factorum. The post passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. High Factorum, what do you have to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your ladyship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given to the tech priest's hands for attention, and that all lost supplies are replaced. There is only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaced but also include trained professionals. We will be able to make up your losses on the nearest planet, Rykard Minoris. However, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the Rogue Trader, especially given true Pelagos Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on this planet. Drive Master, I will hear from you now. A voice escorted by a box retranslator emerges from under the text priest Scarlet Hood. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed, thank Omnissiah, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Engineer Prime, Overseer, and Spiritual Authority of all tech priests on board fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him, a most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos. We require replacement as soon as possible. I see you. Master Helmsman, deliver your status report. Right you are, Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound more or less, but without our Engineer Prime, a navigator who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what'll happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Your ladyship, if you allow me to interject, when we received in the system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all available communication channels in the region. One of them was the Navis Nobilite station. The station maintains complex Vox signals, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round this system till our heads are swimming as long as the Promethium and supplies last. And if any thick-as-grok shits, lowlifes, come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't worry on that score. Master of Ordnance, do you have anything to report? No, my job is simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire where I'm told. But just ask anyone. We've got no able crew, Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. The Master of Ordnance choked back the words he was obviously about to blurt out without thinking. He cast another look at you before turning away. I apologize profusely, Lord Captain. Pardon the fool. The ship is in ruins. Every other officer is dead, and the Lord Captain is no longer with us. Fear has taken a hold of me. He looks up at you, but I've heard of you. Oh yes, your fame has reached even us as far as the expanse. I can't be showing myself up in front of an illustrious person as yourself. He adjusts his uniform and stands ramrod straight. The Master of Ordnance can report that the rest of the arsenal has been saved and the battery is in good order. We are ready to fight if that is the Lord Captain's will. To summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and we require a new Engineer Prime, a navigator. Is this all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain. But bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's system must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station, home to the only dockyard in the sector. But we will never reach Footfall without first solving these 3 immediate problems. What can you tell me about the system in which we currently find ourselves? I see to Voxmaster at this point, Mistress Tulliman. We are in the Righted Star system, and our voyage here was undertaken under the orders of your ladyship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabited bodies in the system, and our attempts to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. The Navis Nobilite station has simply not failed to answer. It seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distant distress signal from the prison planetoid in the system, and Reichid Minoris itself is also not responding to our hails. But what is most alarming is that our augurs have intercepted signals from the surface that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet. The situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, a tech priest, and new crew members, we won't be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet and the Navis Nobilite station and find out what in the void is going on. Thank you for all your reports. Dismissed. The assembled officers salute you as one. Your ladyship, there is one other thing, a confidential matter of utmost importance. Lady Theodora... Abelard hesitates. Your esteemed predecessor brought the ship here to this system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You are perhaps wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything? And I shall tell you. The Lord Inquisitor, the hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will in the Chronos Expanse. I came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. It was signed XC. Are you referring to the contents of that note, I presume? Yes, quite right. Xavier Calazar. Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Heinrich von Kallax, an interrogator, you understand? All I know is that he is somewhere in this system, that we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, then deliver him to Footfall in the Furbundus system. Finding him without any more information to go on would be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either the Navis Nobilite or the Governor of Reichid Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, your ladyship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere taste of the daily burden of the rogue trader. Soon you must take up the raids of the Von Velasius Protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly. It seems he is about to offer some words of encouragement. Adira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. The Psycha is suffering some ailment or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the road trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, Sister Argenta's voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Adira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word burst from her lips. Daybreak. Adira, come to your senses. Damn it! Adira presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Your ladyship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future and it hit me so hard my head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Or maybe it's dawn, and it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell. Georgie, get down now! Now! If it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything, Mistress Class? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make any sense of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report it, alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. The Psyker's bitten lips stretched into a wry smile. If there's nothing else of value to report, I declare this briefing concluded. It's time to get to work. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here for a little bit. I might be back later today. Probably not though. I'll probably be back on tomorrow. But yeah, we are now Kudo von Valancius, rogue trader. Woo. Next time we will do more dogmatic things and explore the system. But as you can tell, my voice is starting to get the slight scratch, and it is time to stop here. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!